They'll run it here. This is James White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Prescott now. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Check 99. Check 99. We're going to 54. Wide.
On play action, Prescott. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Returning is Peppers. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with the first. He's got him in, complete. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Mike Evans, 93 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Prescott off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown, Panthers. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your play.
And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Najee Harris.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Off the play fake, Prescott.
That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
On 2, ready?
Now Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here we go. 180. 11, Thomas.
On second down, this is Harris. Room here to run. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 36-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Brooks able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Play action now, Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
45. Hey, 47. 47. Watch the edge. Gun.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. 47. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Switch it. Hey. Check Mike 45.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Always got some breathing room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And Lambeau will put this one through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Well, he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jack Doyle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
John Hightower now from his end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. We're going to 54. Why here? Mike 55. Eat. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Under. I smell fear in that offense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now,
and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, kill. 45 is the Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow finding Harris over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. Touchdown, Jets. Demir Bird. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
Now Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And now here's another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. What a nightmarish game having that. Throwing here, Prescott. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that late.
They've got his man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. from the red zone now. Prescott. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Evans with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Clear for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Well, they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.